What is up, guys? This is Daryl with Applied Pressure Reptiles, and today we're going to do a mic tutorial video. So let's get right into it.
It's the underdog, they don't hear my ball. Want the title, but I'm always fighting undercard. Mr. Underrated, I'm trying to make it. Yeah, I'm trying to tell them, I ain't trying to be no.
Alright guys, so these are the supplies that I use. Mind you, once again, I can't stress this enough, this is an overkill way, like the biggest, the longest yard you could take to get rid of mites if you have them. So, Sterilite tub with the lid. The lid is somewhere, I gotta get that. The lid, warm water, this is what you would put your ball python in, or what I would put mine in. The snake hook is just in case, like I said, mites do travel. Everyone knows mites travel, they jump. So I just use the hook to pick them up. Put them right in the bucket, seal the lid. Wipe out, this is to clean the tank. Works pretty good. Like I said, I don't use too many chemicals, but make sure that you follow directions on this. Like, make sure you follow the directions. Regular virgin olive oil. Just regular rubbing alcohol. Some baking soda. And some dishwasher soap. You will also need, which isn't showed, is, well, I can show you guys real quick because I'm in the kitchen, a pot of boiling hot water. Like I said, just bring it to a boil. The hotter the better. I'll probably use like 2, but you would definitely want to use this. Alright guys, so you can see that we added 2 fish into the water. And what I also like to do, I put a little bit of the reptile spray in there, just a little bit, just to add like a little mix to the water, since he's going to be sitting in it for like, I'd say like 10 minutes. I'll let him sit. Alright, so after you put your ball python in, I like to mostly take the whole tub out if you do have mites. That's what I did for the hypo. I just take the whole tub out the house. So you use your baking soda, not that much, just a little dusting of it, honestly. Put it at the bottom. Use your dish soap around the whole bin. And then your alcohol, I only use literally just like a little squirt, because that adds, I don't want to put too many chemicals. Now, make sure you have something to hold your boiling hot water with, guys. Like, don't be stupid. And then, like I said, I just pour it up. Pour it in all everywhere. And I let that sit probably for a little while. To the side. Now, I also do the same thing with the top. Same method. Like dusting the baking soda. This soup. A little bit of alcohol. And then enough just to fill the top if you have lids on your containers. I just literally let that just sit. Now, mites can live on a lot of stuff and survive. These little guys are crafty. But if it can survive boiling hot water, it deserves to stay alive, guys. I'm sorry, but that water has to be over 200 degrees. Like I said, I brought it to lava boiling. So like I said, I'll let this outside sit for a little bit, and then I'll show you the next step. Alright guys, so next step, I came out here, I put the, I normally come out here and put the lid on it, shake it up real good. So what we're gonna do after this is, like you see all the residue from the soap and everything, just pour it out. And this is why I said you might want to take another 2 bowls. This is just for, like I said, overkill. I really don't have to do this again, but I do it just because. Make sure it's all, any crack, crevice, anything like that. Alright, I'm gonna get the other can real quick. Alright, lid. Pour that out. Other end of the lid. I turned it over. Pour it. Like I said, just saturated in hot water. Alright, after that, show you guys the next step. Alright, so the next step, if your faucet is like mine, this gets scalding hot, which is good because you're going to need to rinse all the extra chemicals off. So make sure you do this a good little amount of time, guys. You don't want the ball python in there with all these chemicals, and then it's going to get humid, and then it's going to be in the air, and then chemicals in there, which causes death. So I make sure, without trying to touch this hot ass water, that I get a good rinsing of it inside, everywhere, because if you have mites, if you did have mites, like when I had with the goats when I got them, they'll be off in the cracks, stuff like that. So I make sure I get it real good, thorough cleaning. That's good. Like I said, this is perfect. And I know some of you guys are like, why am I not wiping it? And I'm going to wipe it, but that will be in another step. So it's going to get wiped still. Like I said, this is just for me to make sure I got every crack and the chemicals off. That way we won't be putting him back into anything chemical. Sometimes it's good just get a little shake around. Can't get it. Put it up one more time. Shake it. And doing that, guys, like I did a few times doing this, pretty much all the chemicals are out. So that's good. Alright. Shake you to the second step. Alright guys, so next up, you're going to take your wipe out. And this basically is a disinfectant, a cleaner, and a deodorizer. So what you want to do, I spray the top. Don't tell me it's clogged. And that's what it is. Okay, so normally you're supposed to spray the top, but being that my top is clogged, here's another way. Pour a little bit here and move it around. And you want to do the same thing you would normally spray all around, but in our case right about now, I'm going to do like this. And just move it around a lot. What I can do though, since the spray bottle is clogged up, I don't feel like just a little napkin. Just go around it. So wipe all, spread it around. Now you want to make sure you let this clear out. It's supposed to air dry before you actually wipe it out. Literally, you're supposed to wipe it out. So what I'll probably do after I make sure I get all the walls and cracks and stuff around the room, I'm going to pull all the excess out in the sink. Mostly coming up with this one, but that's it. You can do the outside too. Like I said, this is just a disinfectant and the cleanser. It helps with deodorize. Oh, tub. Alright, so you're gonna let that sit for, I think it said 15 minutes. Oh, it says until dry. So yeah, probably like 15 minutes in the well ventilated area. Do the same before I forget the top. And then, like I said, let this air dry, then just dry the excessness of whatever's left in here off, which is, like I said, once I did that, pretty much nothing in there. So yeah, 10 minutes of that. And then I'll show you the next few steps that we have left, and then you can put your animal back. Alright guys, so it's been about a good 15-20 minutes. So now, show you what I was talking about. Take the rest of the residue that's in here, wipe it out. Make sure you get every little piece. Yeah. And the outside, so another piece. That's pretty much it for that. Top real good. Definitely want to make sure you get the top as good as you got the bottom, because when your snakes are hungry, they will be sticking their head up, touching the top, looking for food. You don't want any excess chemicals up there for them to inhale, to get in their respiratory system. Alright, so that's pretty much. Then after that, if you did have mites, we'll stick a napkin at the bottom for the bedding. And that will be pretty much what you would do. What I tend to do is I might throw a little mite spray on the towel. I'll spray the napkin a little bit. Spray the walls. And that's what that's all I do for the far as the tub goes. Alright, so now let's go get Toothless out of his humid bath, and I'll show you what we do for him. Alright guys. So, you see Toothless is still in here in his little water bath. Now, what I do is I still use the hook. Even though I feel like if he did have mites, all mites should have been drowned by now. Like I said, being that he was sitting there, I also like to flip him over a little bit, just in case. Dip both sides, dip him in one good time. And like I said, my animals get a bath. I try to give them a bath every 2 weeks. So now what I would do, I'll take a dry napkin and let him swim right through. Now, I can't stress this part enough. Every time that you use a napkin, throw it away. If your animal has mites, just pull him through. Good little move. You will like this napkin straight to the trash. Alright. So, this is what you do next. You're going to take your alcohol. And now you might be like thinking, oh my God, I hope he's not going to actually pour this on him. You actually can. Rubbing alcohol does nothing. I want to make sure I say her name right. Bonzulo Balls. I think that's how you say it. She's actually where I brought Toothless from, and she actually told me this and actually started using this method. So what you would do is, you would still avoid the head though. Avoid. Just pour alcohol down their back. Just let it run down. On the sides. And then you just massage it in. This kills mites instantly. So this is like an instant kill. So like I said, just rub it up on them. didn't get his neck really, that's fine, because it's another step. So, like I said, once he's in that, pretty much move him around a little bit. Let him air dry. Alcohol dries really quickly. So let him air dry. So literally I just like hold his neck and just literally give him a little fan. Or, like I said, you could use a napkin, but you don't want to take everything off. So like I said, or you just blow on it. Blow on him. And once that is it for that, you will come back over this way. Now, in that process, if you're still a little wet, like now, a little bit too wet, I'll take a little small part of a napkin, just literally pat dry, without wiping too much of it off. And like I said, this is just pulling some of the excess mites if he would have had on. Alright. So next, let's move this up this way. Your olive oil. I got this from Balls to You, Gavin from Balls to You. Actually, once again, does not hurt the snakes. You're gonna put a little bit on the napkin. Might be a little bit too much, but if you do too much, just move it around, guys. It's nothing, not a big deal. Move it around. Get on both sides. Fold it, whatever you have to do. Just to even it out. And then, what you're gonna do is, from the head, and then just a little, not too much pressure, just enough. What the olive oil is actually doing, guys, is pulling the mites off. Any mites that would have been on him will be pulled off. So like I say, either let him move through, or just, like I said, not too much pressure. It actually gives him a little shiny coat. Like I said, there's nothing to their scales, nothing at all. You can see, like I said, I've been doing this since I found out about the method. Now, you will want to do this probably like twice, but you will always still want to get a different piece of napkin each time, like I said, because if you don't, you will just be adding mites back on to your snake. So that's a pretty good amount. Don't mind the ketchup packet. Once again, like I said, head. Sometimes I just act like I'm going to sit them down somewhere. You want to make sure the oil is all around. And you would prefer them to move, that way their scales are separated. So if it is any mites that didn't get drowned off, they will get pulled off when he's actually moving. Because if you pull them, you're actually just pulling the scales down. He has to move his scales up. I was actually about to do it. So, after that, I'm going to bring him back over this way. Get that right there in the trash. Final step. Your reptile spray. Remember, we already sprayed the tank, so this one, just a good little dousing. Just spray on them. And then just let him drip all excess off. Doesn't really matter. Make sure you get their neck, because mites like to hang around the face. And after that, put him back in his clean enclosure with a napkin. Let him sit. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, so that was it for the tutorial on how to get rid of mites if you got them. If you notice I changed my shirt, that's because that's the final step. If you did change, your tubs and did cleaning for mite preventation, always want to make sure that you wash your clothes. Whatever you have on, take it right off, wipe in the washing machine. Replicons this week, so we'll have footage on that coming up. The eggs are still in the incubator. They haven't came out yet. Hopefully by Friday they should be done, ready to come out. I have something else for you guys to see. Also shout out to TNT Balls and Pandemonium, I believe that's who it was, for the Instagram shout outs and stuff like that. I had to make sure I gave them guys a shout out. Forgot about them last time, sorry. That's pretty much it, guys. Other than that, like I said, we're gonna try to give you much updates as we can on the eggs and our our snake update for our collection update. That's what it was. I'm sorry. And we're gonna show you what cool stuff we pretty much got. Also, if you don't follow us, make sure to check us out on Instagram at Apply Pressure Reptiles. It's all one word. So if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you check that out. Make sure you give us a follow. You know, spread the word. We're still trying to get our subscribers up. My goal is to have 100 subscribers by my birthday. If I get 100 plus, that would be a best birthday gift. And my birthday is not until April 21st. So we got a whole month. So I'm hoping I can get that done. Hoping that'll be a good birthday gift. Like I said, I'll probably say screw what I got from my fiance. You know, because I'll be happy with my subscribers. I'm lying. But still, like I said, 100 subscribers is our goal by April. And we'll come up with a new goal by then. And hopefully by then that our mystery snake would have laid by now. She's definitely doing an ovulation. That's a video I can do for you guys. I'll get you an ovulation video on her. She's definitely have a little bulge in her. She hasn't ate in, I want to say, 2 weeks. Probably a little bit longer. And she's getting a bulge. So it's looking like she's definitely took from our lesser inchy orange ghost. So that'll be an exciting clutch. Hopefully we get to see what the hell she is, because we don't know still. But other than that, make sure, same as always, guys, leave a comment, like, subscribe, spread the word, and we're out of here into the next video.